gentlemen, it's Derrick here with another video, and today we are in a 2017 Mazda 3 hatchback. Now this car has a 2.0 liter Skyactiv engine that outputs 155 horsepower and 150 pound-feet of torque. There's just a lot of cars in this segment, so does this car hold up? That's what we're gonna find out. Now, talking about the exterior of this car, this exterior is, it looks fairly okay. I'm not too big of a fan of it. I do like the sedan version versus the hatchback. And talking more about that, I mean, the exterior is not too impressive. Now, moving into the interior, actually, Mazda has actually done some serious work on this. I've always liked Mazdas, and you know, and it's not just because of their commercials, you know, with zoom, zoom, zoom or whatever, but the entire car brand has been just something, you know, more enthusiast-like. The steering is actually fairly decent, and other than that, you know, the interior is actually grown up a lot. And you know, most of the places that you're touching are very, very soft touch, nice touch, and you know, the steering wheel is very nice. The transmission's okay. You know, they've done this thing with Skyactiv, which essentially is more of a fuel economy thing than anything else. What I like about this car is that the interior is fairly nice, but you know, it doesn't overdo it in the interior. And you know, with the interior, the actual ride is very, very nice as well. It doesn't feel like it's not compliant like the Korean car brands do. You know, Hyundai and Kia, the suspension just doesn't feel on point like the Kia or like the Mazda 3 does. Now, talking about the actual power of this car, it's not fast at all. You know, it gets up to 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds. And, you know, the responsiveness though, it's very, very quick. And the one thing that I thought was hilarious was the actual transmission here. When you're actually switching in and out of the gears, when you put it into manual mode, the plus is backwards and the minus is forward, and it's kind of goofy. The overall weight of this car is around 3,000 pounds, and that's not very light, but it's not very heavy. It's, you know, around the class average. But like I said, this car competes with so many cars: the Subaru Impreza, the Honda Civic, the Toyota Corolla, the Chevy Cruze, Kia Forte, Hyundai Elantra. There's so many cars in this segment, and one of the things that I see is the major problem is that for this price, so around, you know, 20 grand, you don't get as much as you would get, you know, out of a Kia or a Hyundai. And yes, this car drives slightly better than those, I have to say, but you can also get, you know, from Hyundai or Kia, you can also get the Elantra or the Forte with a 1.6 liter turbo, which, you know, that's, I think having that option is definitely better, mainly because, you know, you get 200 horsepower and you get a boatload of torque, which, you know, even if you upgrade to the 2.5 liter in this vehicle, you still don't get as much torque. Now, what you don't get in torque, you get in fuel economy. So this car gets 28 miles to the gallon in the city and 37 on the highway. That's right, 37 on the highway. That's with the, you know, your 2.0 liter Skyactiv engine. And one thing that Mazda has gotten right is the fuel economy. And man, I just went over train tracks, and you know, honestly, the ride is really, really good. It's very, very subtle. And you know, I have really no complaints with that. And like I said, I'm touching soft plastics all around here, and these seats are also very comfortable as well. how good is this car in the lineup of all the cars that it competes with, I think it's pretty good. I think it's, you know, definitely top 3. You know, I think Kia and Hyundai might be, you know, at the top because they give you that all of the features that you want. You know, this one also has heated seats and blind spot monitoring. I'm not sure how I feel about this infotainment system. Actually, this pop-up screen right here, it looks like they've done their best to sort of mimic what BMW and Audi are doing, but I'm not sure, you know, these features, I don't know how much I like them. And, you know, another thing that's actually really good about this is that the touchscreen actually works too. So if you hate these navigation buttons, you know, like the iDrive system of BMWs, then you don't have to use it. You can actually just use, you know, you can actually just touch stuff. So that's really nice as well. What they also include here is this sport button, which just sharpens up the throttle. It makes the actual gear stay in the higher RPMs just for a little bit. And yeah, it's not too bad. And like I said, the driving characteristics of this car are pretty decent. I don't really have too many things to complain about that. There is not much feel, and overall I would not say it's a sporty suspension, but it's definitely engaging. It's definitely better than Kia and Hyundai. I would say it's pretty well on par with Honda, and you know, Toyota just doesn't come close when it comes to driving dynamics and chassis balance. One thing that I want to pick a bone with this car is, you know, actually the interior room. In the front, it's pretty good. I don't see, you know, it seems pretty spacious in the front. The rear seats, I have maybe an inch or two of leg room sitting behind myself. I'm 5'10", and the problem is the headroom. The headroom is, I don't understand why the roof slopes so much that, you know, your head is just not able to, you know, I don't get it. Thank you everybody for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like or dislike this video, and let me know what you think about the Mazda 3. And, you know, when they're actually gonna come up with the Mazda Speed 3. Because I would love to know that. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video.